My name is Luke Penner, and I'm from Champaign, Illinois. Go to the University of Illinois there. Um, so, MIT. Basically, it has been the most amazing experience in my entire life with God, or just in general. At first, I really wasn't going to go because I was afraid of like money or what. I don't know why. Probably because I just didn't want to go. I didn't want to be stretched. I didn't want to be changed. I was pretty happy where I was at. But then Steve sang and preached this message. I don't even remember what it was about, but I cried and stuff, and I was like, yep, I definitely have to go to MIT. So I'm here now, right? We only got a few days left, and I will tell you, right from the get-go, Chris Zillman, who's amazing, by the way, he did this lesson, like this 4 or 5 hour lesson on humility, and that just broke me. Like, just thinking about all the ways how I try to take so much control over my life and how I don't rely on other people, just with my discipler. I mean, I had Kyle Hayes was my discipler, and like we never got together, never asking advice, never seeking that advice. So just hearing him talking about that and just how independent I was, not in a good way, not in a spiritual way, but in a worldly way, and how I always thought that, I had better ideas, or I knew what to do. And so right after that, I was just bawling, and I cried like I called 3 different people, just asking for their forgiveness and just apologizing and really submitting to them, and realizing how I need to be trained, and how I need to seek advice and get help from other people who know a lot more than me. And not even just like leaders or whatever, but just this whole idea of peer discipleship is amazing. And I think that's something that a lot of people have kind of gotten turned off to. But now it's like, I desire that. I desire to learn. I desire to grow from people just around me. Because it's amazing. I live in a house with 8 guys now, right? And there's so many, we're so different. And so it's like ridiculously different. But because we all have the same goal in mind, we're all trying to grow and get closer to God, we can help each other so much. And guys, we've got to do that. I've got to do that. I have to be able to constantly be asking, okay, what have you seen in me that needs to change? What am I doing good? What am I doing bad? And having these like peer discipling relationships, along with your like regular discipleship partner that you have. But so that's really what it's taught me. And also, I'm a very disorganized person, and just got a lot of stuff going on up there. And I don't really know how to really convey those thoughts a lot of times. So doing a Bible talk or whatever, it's kind of just like diarrhea of the mouth. It's just all over the place. I don't know what happened. So, and I've also learned how to like form my thoughts into ways that like actually make sense. And you got like this, the form and the function of like what you're trying to say, and like why you're trying to say it, and how you can really be able to connect and relate to people. And that's a beautiful thing. And today we're doing this thing on spiritual formation, and just like actually walking with God. And it's so real, and it's so beautiful. Like and it's not an emotional thing either. It's real. Like, I'm gonna go home. We learned how to create a culture back home on our campuses, and like going home and making it to where, all right, being a disciple is this, and it's awesome. Like, that's just the culture that we're gonna create in Champaign. Like, being a disciple is fun, it's cool, but this is what we do. Like, we help each other, we disciple each other. Conflicts are not like a bad thing. Suffering is not a bad thing. It's things that we need to teach us to help us grow. And it's spectacular, and I love it.